Peace and blessings, brothers and sisters. I am your brother, the OG. If you down with XRP, then what? Then you down with me. Family, we had a devastating period in our lives, right? Trump is he's trying to make us go bankrupt, okay? The cost of food, gas, the sanctions that he put all over the world for all these nations, all it's doing is we're paying those sanctions and extra taxes and extra prices for the food, right? You can't work hard enough because it seems like rent and everything is skyrocketing, right? In South Korea, they told the people to put their money in Samsung and Skynet. Those are two of the largest companies, right? Stock market companies, right? In South Korea. South Korea, they had a 30% crash. 330,000 people, right, lost all their money because their money was involved, right, in margin calls and leverage trading. Family, we don't know nothing about that. Don't get involved because 80% of everybody that trades loses money. So if somebody calls you and says they're going to teach you about trading, just hang up the damn phone unless you just want to trade your bank account, your money in your bank account to their money, to your money in their bank account. Okay, that's the only trading you're going to be doing. So forget about that. Family, let me tell you something. Nobody is here to offer the working class person anything because everybody that's telling you things they want to sell you something. Family, I'm telling you about Ripple, RIPPLE, Ripple XRP. The banks use this for cross-border payments. I've been telling you this for 5 years. Guess what? You ready to get paid, right? XRP's little sister is called Stellar, STELLA, Stellar XLM. XRP is trading right now as we speak. Okay, July 22nd, 2026, because you're going to have this as a memory. This is going to be a historical fact. Right now, XRP is $1.14 a share. Stellar XLM is 19 cents a share, family. Who tells you about things when it's $1? Nobody, okay? Nobody tells you about it. Who told you about Bitcoin when it was $1? Huh? All your friends talk about Tesla and SpaceX and Google. They tell you that when it's a couple $100. Ain't nobody told them that when it was 50 cents. Nobody told them that when it was $100. So they tell you, oh, I got Tesla. Okay, so what, you got 2 shares? Well, I got Google. Oh, you got a couple of shares? I got SpaceX. Well, you got a couple of shares now that you lost money? So family, what I'm telling you is this here, right? I'm talking to my family, okay? I'm talking to you. I want us all to get paid, right? Ladies, you ready to go out on the weekend? You're going to spend a couple $100 between your hair, your makeup, and your... Guess what? You put that money for your baby. Put that money up for a couple of years, man. Okay? And Grandpa, you're in the senior citizen home, right? Those hoes know that you get paid. Your Social Security is coming in the first, it's coming in the fourth, right? They're going to be right there to drain your ass for a couple $100 for a couple of minutes work, a couple of minutes of your time, right? Listen, forget all that. Stop being a trick, right? Well, you can be a trick once in a while, okay? But don't be an everyday trick, right? Put some of that money towards your grandchildren. Call your son, call your daughter, say, listen, I want to put this couple of $100, right? And instead of being tricked out, right? I want to put that towards my grandbaby. Family, what I'm telling you is I'm offering you a way out because if you take advantage of what I'm saying, I'm not a financial expert, but if you listen to what I'm telling you, family, right? Is that you're going to be thanking me forever. I'm going to be your best friend because you're going to make yourself so much money. Okay, you have the potentiality, right, to make yourself so much money, right? But right now, every dime you got in the bank, right, you're losing value. So family, I'm your brother. All I'm telling you, right, is invest in yourself. XRP, the banks use it for cross-border payments, for instant payments, right? Go online, man. Find out about XRP, right? Listen to extra VED. Listen to Moon Lambo. Listen to the Digital Asset Investor. Listen to the Bearable Bull. There's people you can listen to, a whole lot of people you can listen to, right? That have a whole lot more knowledge than I do. But family, what I'm telling you, right, is no one. I'm trying to reach out to you because I'm reaching out to the working class people. I'm reaching out to my people, right? $1.14. Invest a couple $100, man. XLM is 19 cents, whether we like it or not. All the financial institutions in the world are using this. But anyway, I'm your brother. If you're down with XRP, then you know me, family. That's all I can tell you, brothers.
The world will move to a new international standard for exchanging electronic messages between financial institutions by 2025 called ISO 20022. Who was the first ISO 20022 member focused on distributed ledger technology? Ripple, who's partnered with over 300 financial institutions including Bank of America, American Express, PNC, Santander, SBI, HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Bank of England, India, Singapore, Scotland, Australia, and Indonesia, the largest banks in Japan, Canada, Egypt, the Middle East, United Arab Emirates, Thailand, Morocco, Bhutan, South Korea, Brazil, and Latin America. Ripple, who is a former employee overseeing the Federal Reserve. Ripple, a former employee overseeing the world's largest asset manager, BlackRock's digital asset division. Ripple, leading Australia's CBDC effort. Ripple, who hired a former Treasury of the United States. Ripple, 2 former Federal Reserve attorneys to their board. Ripple, 2 former Clinton and Obama advisors, former Minister of Defense and Economics of Germany, former business director at Swift, former Swift board member, former CFO of PayPal, former head of the DTCC, former chief business officer at Uber, former VP of Amazon, and former SEC chair on their legal team. Ripple, who's a member of the Digital Pound Foundation, Digital Dollar Project, Digital Euro Association, Mojaloop, IMF's high-level advisory board on fintech, Hyperledger Blockchain Consortium, Open Payments Coalition, Faster Payments Council, Global Payments Steering Group, Cross-Border Working Group, International Association for Trusted Blockchain Applications, Crypto Climate Accord, University Blockchain Initiative, World Wide Web Consortium, and a featured partner of the World Economic Forum with 3 members of their team directly listed on the WF website. Ripple. Now, does Ripple and XRP sound like they're going to disappear, or do they sound like they're part of a much bigger plan? You decide.
Defensive.
The system is failing. We're going to have more homelessness, more unemployment, and the government has to print more money. It's a command and control economy where the government tells you everything. I just don't trust our government. And they're going to have to start printing pretty quickly. And the more they print, the less value, purchasing power the dollar has, or the loonie, or the yen, or the peso. People are talking about inflation. I think we're in depression right now, and we're going to be the biggest depression in world history. In the 1970s, that's when the world was changing. The biggest bust in the history of the world is coming up. It's pensions. They trusted the government. They trusted their pension would be there, and it's going to go bust. And that's us. We get crushed.